Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and this is my place to come talk about weight loss, life, fitness, being healthy, being the best version of me possible. Today is a recipe day, and I'm going to be doing a depression cake. And what this is this is a cake that was actually developed and the recipe was figured out during the Depression when there were items that were harder to find, such as butter and eggs. I have heard it is delicious, so I'm going to try it because, while we're not living in a depression, life is different right now, and I thought that sometimes it might be a little bit more difficult to get butter and eggs because I do know that they are limited at the store. When I went shopping the other day, it said limit of 1, maybe 2. So let's go ahead and get into this cake. So for depression cake, we need some basic items. We're going to need flour, sugar, vegetable oil, cocoa, salt, baking soda, vinegar. Now it does call for a white vinegar, but I only have apple cider vinegar, so I'm going to try that, and vanilla, and of course you're going to need a cooking spray. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to preheat our oven. We're going to preheat that to 350 degrees. We're going to spray the pan, first of all, with a non-stick spray. And we are going to add to this sprayed pan, we are going to add all of our dry ingredients. So let's get to that. So to the pan, we are going to add 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to add 1/3 cup of cocoa. We're going to add 1 cup of sugar. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to make sure that is all mixed together. Now I'm following the recipe, and this is what the recipe said to do. I personally probably would have mixed my flour in a different pan, but hey, why not? This is what the recipe calls for. We are going to make 3 different wells. We're going to make a well over here on the side, 2 different wells, and we're going to do a big one in the middle. And in the first side well, we are going to put 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So 1 tablespoon of vinegar goes in the one well. And then to the other side well, we are going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then in the middle well, we are going to do 1/3 cup of oil. And if it overflows a little bit, it's not that big of a deal because we are going to be mixing them here very soon. Then over top of everything, we are going to add in 1 cup of water. And then we are going to just whisk that together. And it should turn into a cake-like consistency at some point. And the recipe did call and tell me to use a 9x13 pan. It's starting to look a little bit better here. Okay. And then I'm just going to clean off my whisk to make sure I get all of the cake batter. And because the cook in me has an issue with that, I'm going to clean off my sides also, because I do not like that on my pan. And yes, I just tasted it. Tastes just like cake batter. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until it is cooked through. Oh my word, this cake is delicious. You can see in the picture that I did add some chocolate buttercream icing, and it tasted fantastic. I would actually mix it in a different pan and not use the same pan. I thought that was just kind of weird and just didn't work well for me. But other than that, I would make this recipe again in a heartbeat. Even more importantly, this recipe is a reminder to us that when times get hard, we find solutions. That's what they did in the Great Depression, and they came up with a really delicious cake. We can do that in our current day too. No excuses.